Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with the final tip of the Mitt fishing report with Tim O'Neill of Norvise. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing fine, Marvin. How about yourself?
Just trying to stay out of trouble and stay cool.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. It's a hot one out there today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, it's funny, I was doing a fishing report with Dale at Tuck Fly Shop, and we've kind of decided that we are now officially in the dog days of summer in the Mid-Atlantic. So fish early, fish late, or go fish for bass.
I agree 100%. 100%. I don't know how many of your listeners out there know me personally, but if you do, I was not built for the heat. So I am all about the early, late, and stay in the air conditioning.
Yeah, there you go. And so, one of the great things, and we're going to announce the drawing in the winter here in just a few minutes, but, I really have enjoyed working with you guys. It's been great that you've sponsored the Tip of the Mitt Fishing Report for a year. And, when we're fishing, we don't necessarily think about time, but I thought our listeners would like to hear, what's going on at Norvise in the off season.
Well, there is no quote unquote off season. Right now we are trying to get as much product assembled and on the shelf as we can. We're always working on building our dealer network up. I believe we're up over 100 dealers, which would be fly shops at this point. And I believe we're in 8 different companies. We just opened a dealer in Australia, so that's pretty cool. So while we're not on the show circuit and, out and doing the meet and greets and all that kind of stuff, we're still working very hard here in the shop trying to get product assembled and be ready for, show season at the first of the year. We're always working on designing new products, and I've got a couple of things that I'm working on. Would like to be a little further along on a few of those products than I am, but we'll see how it all shakes out. So, while it's the dog days of summer, trust me, we're still very, very busy here at the Norvise camp.
Yeah, well, there you go. Can I pry a little bit? Can you share anything with our listeners?
I've got some ideas that are based kind of around the toolbar that we introduced last year, which was and continues to be an extremely successful product for us. So I want to take that concept and I want to kind of build off of that. So I have a few kind of niche-y items that I'm working on. Kind of cool. It's either going to go over really, really good and we're going to sell, a bunch of them, or it's going to flop and we're going to sell none of them. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, I want to take that toolbar design and kind of expand on that. The bobbin, I've got some ideas on how I can make the bobbin a little bit better. And I've always got things that I'm thinking about. It just, from the time that I have an idea in my head till the time that it is in the package ready to sell, minimum is a year. It takes a year to go from my head to being in the package ready to sell. So it's a process. But yeah, I think the customers are going to be happy.
I'm sure they will be. And, obviously, all the Norvise stuff is designed and made in the U.S., but, do you import materials, or are you kind of luckier than some folks? Or are you still kind of doing the supply chain headache?
No, we're actually, we're not feeling the supply chain issues the way that other industries are feeling it. Now prices are going up, and that solely put the kibosh, if you will, on one product that we were working on last year, just because the prices of aluminum are up so high. But we are the shop, Allied Precision, that's the shop that I manage that does all of the work for Norvise. We are also a DoD, Department of Defense contractor. So all of our material has to be DFARS compliant, which means basically that there are certain countries that we can buy material from. More importantly, there are certain countries that we cannot buy material from. And being we are a DoD contractor, I can't even have non-conforming material in the building, even if it's for another customer. So pretty much all of our material is sourced domestically or as much as possible. getting the material in the company, it hasn't been a problem yet, but we're definitely feeling the price increases for sure.
Yeah, hopefully that's going to start to abate here as we get deeper into the year. And so, folks are out fishing and they're tying with their Norvise, and you guys are busy with surprises. What's the best way for folks to stay connected with Norvise over the summer?
Oh, I would definitely, if you do the social media thing, definitely check us out on the Norvise Facebook page. We have a Norvise Instagram, and those two pages stay active. We typically try to post something once a day. We have the Norvise Tires Facebook page, which is a community. I think it's up over 1,200 people now, and it's a great resource for questions, or how do I tie this pattern, or how do I do this with the vise. And I'm on there fairly regularly. A lot of our ambassadors are on there in a regular basis, and they're able to answer questions on my behalf. So it's rare that you'll put a question up there and you don't get several solid answers within a 15 minutes to a half an hour. When we go back to winter hours, we will start doing the Facebook Live tying events on Sunday nights. That's every Sunday at 7:00 on the Norvise Facebook page. And it's a live, interactive session where it may be me, it may be one of our ambassadors, and we'll pick a pattern and we'll tie it live on Facebook. And you can ask questions through the comment section, and then if you miss something, or if you have a question about a product, or if you want to know how we did this, it's live and it's interactive, so you'll get feedback, pretty much immediately. So those have been very, very successful for us. So yeah, all the social media is up and running, and you can always give us a call here at the office if you have a question. We'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah, and all those live time events make their way to your YouTube page too, right?
They do, yeah. Our new YouTube page, which is Nor-Vice. I actually just was on there the other day, and I believe we're over 200 videos on that new page, and we just started it about a year and a half ago. So there's anything from little 5 to 10 minute quick tying videos. We did a series of professionally shot videos. It's called Meet Your Norvise or something like that, and I go over the vise, I go over the bobbin, I go over the different jaw setups, and then, as you said, all of the Facebook Live events that we do on Sunday night, typically by, say, Wednesday of the following week, they will be posted up on the YouTube page. So if you miss something, you can always go back and watch it.
Yeah, well, there you go. And, and the great news is we're going to have our drawing, and, the way it worked, folks, remember, is you ask questions. I sent you some articulate fly swag, and then we put your name in a hat, and we put your name in the hat, and we're going to draw, and the prizes are going to be, Kaz has given us some really great True North Trout swag. And then Tim and Norvise have generously donated a $100 Norvise gift certificate. And the lucky winner is Alec Best. And, Alec, congratulations. I know you were a frequent question asker, and we really appreciate your support.
Yeah, that's great. So when you reach out to Alec, have him get a hold of me, and I will put a coupon code in the website for him. So when he goes in and places his order, he can put this code in, and then he'll get his $100 off of whatever he decides to buy.
Well, that's awesome, and I really appreciate it. Tim, I appreciate all of your support. I know Kaz does too, and folks, you owe it to yourself, even though it's hot. Fish early or fish late for trout, or get out there and fish saltwater or fish for bass. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Tim.
You too, Marvin. Thank you.